Hello Brawlers, I'm David from BeastyGeeks and today I'm going to share with you an honest and concise review of Super Fantasy Brawl from Mythic Games. Usually I'm in with all KS games from Mythics, but with Super Brawl I was very neutral at the beginning, thinking it's just an average game, average fighting game with cool minis. How wrong I was, I realized immediately after playing my first session with Greg. And now I understand why so many reviewers praise this game so much. We've already tried each hero from the core box and we've played the game over 10 times in total. So I think we are ready to share with you our point of view about the game. So let's find out if Super Fantasy Brawl is a game for you. And if you appreciate our work, do not forget to subscribe our channel. Super Fantasy Brawl feels very deluxe, right from taking the box in hand. It's huge for this kind of game, and you can expect a lot more delights when you open the box. Gain trace for every component, 3D plastic life tokens, traps, action markers, even victory trophies are separate minis. And there we have also heroes and status minis, huge enough for me to check out if we don't have some super exclusive version. I don't know how Mythics managed to fit all of it in the $50 on Kickstarter, but this game is definitely price justified. The only thing I'm missing here is the linen finish on the cards. Considering you need to shuffle them a lot, even do not start playing the game without sleeving the cards. Minis are outstanding, and I promise myself once I clear my backlog with Marvel Crisis Protocol, I'm going to paint at least several minis from Super Brawl. Each hero has its own style, a lot of accessories, dynamic poses, even bases are detailed with extra elements like grass, shard, traps, etc. And despite they are so huge, we don't have to worry about gaps and join lines. All of it is very cleverly hidden into the design of each mini. In my judgment, they are very accessible to paint by beginners, but if you are a pro, you can make those minis even more majestic. A little bit disappointed was the fact that status miniatures are definitely more cosmetic gadgets, and there is no true justification for the grandness and different names and design besides looking incredible. Let's hope this will be addressed somehow in the new Kickstarter campaign. Time to stop praising the components and talk a bit more about the mechanics and gameplay itself. And let's start with the heroes. I was afraid that beneath beautiful minis we get rather similar in gameplay heroes, but each of them is truly unique in abilities and behavior. We have mind controlling, jumping, buffing the rest of the team, area attacks, and many other skills, making each hero different and demanding from you different strategy. Mixing them into teams raises replayability a lot and makes your squad vastly different than opponents. When we are talking about heroes, I have a little linguistic trivia for you. Do you know that name of wolf hero Mariusz is a common Polish name? And it means Mario in the English language as well. I like a clear yet constantly changing scoring system here. Besides getting the point each time you KO an opponent's hero, you will try to control hexes on the board accordingly to the current winning conditions. And the most fun part is the fact that those conditions change over time. So if you spend too much time trying to achieve something, this can be totally useless before you reach it. This forces you to think ahead, constantly monitor the situation on board and simply be smarter than the opponent. To our advantage we can use traps, statues, deploy areas and walls of the arena. Those elements don't sound so engaging at the first glance, but after first two rounds you will appreciate and try to use at your advantage every terrain feature. Positioning yourself behind a statue, pushing enemies on walls, launching attacks above the statues, forcing enemies to move on traps. We have a decent amount of options to use the arena to our advantage, and it's crucial to use them this way to win the game. Also, it will be awesome to see some new elements and buffs or debuffs on the board in the future. I can see great potential in developing this aspect. The thing I like the most about this game, beside the minis of course, is the fact how easy it is to learn and how deep it is when it comes to mastering the game and being a better strategist than the opponent. A huge variety of skills and heroes gives an area for many evenings of finding your best teams and tactics, and you can really end the game in less than 30 minutes, so one more session syndrome here is very strong. Honestly, the rulebook is the only major issue I have with this game. Manual is quite transparent, cohesive and with some examples, but explanation of keywords is insufficient. So be prepared to look for extra help on the Board Games Geek forum to play the game properly. I was really trying to find some more bad things about Super Fantasy Brawl, but the truth is it's simply an awesome game in its category, requiring only a better rulebook and more expansions. We are definitely going to play this game more in the future, and that's why I'm giving the game strong 4.5 scratches from 5 possible, and for similar reasons Greg is giving also 4.5 scratches. This means Super Fantasy Brawl gets from us 9 on 10 scratches and our Mark of the Beast, our highest award. That's all for today. See you at the next game, and Brawler out!